Hello folks, welcome back. In this section we are going to see how can we manage our users. So this is a user management section. Here we are going to see how can we manage our users and how the permissions works and what and all things we do. Let's start. In Linux there are three types of users. One is super user or root user. This user is the most powerful user. He is the administrative user. Even in our Linux system, we are working as a root user and we will have enough privileges to do any activity. Next, system users. These users created by the software or applications. This user created whenever we are installing some software or when we are setting up our system, these users get created. Next, normal user. Normal users are the users created by a root user. So these users we are going to create as a root user, and we can create any number of users, of course, on a system. Now if we want to see the examples, super user, root user is the super user and he is having a /root as a home directory and his shell is /bin bash. Let's go and check it out, our super user. This is my Linux system, right? Here if you see, I am under /root, and if I give who am I, it tells you that I'm a root and my home directory is /root. If you want to know more about this user, just give id root. It tells you that what is your user id, group id, and which groups do you belongs to. And all the users related information is stored under /etc password. Okay, this is the file /etc passwd. If you check, there are a lot of users and it starts with root, bin, daemon, admin, lp, sync, shutdown, halt, mail, like this. So many are there, right? And at last, ec2 minus user. This is a additional user which is created on only AWS systems to log in as a normal user. All right. Next thing, super user, FTP, SSH, Apache. If we install Apache software in our system, we get this user. These will have these directories /var FTP and so on. And the login, you cannot have the shell for these systems. That's why SBIN no login it will come. And at last, normal user, we can create any user like a visitor, ec2 minus user. They are going to get a home directory under /home and with username, and their shell is /bin bash. Shell nothing but the prompt where we are executing commands. That is about users. So now we'll see how can we create a user in Linux. Whenever a user is created in Linux, below things happen by default. A home directory is created under /home/username. Then unique UID and GID are given to the user. UID stands for user ID, GID stands for group ID. An entry in the /etc password. These things will happen. Now what's the command to create a user? So we have a command to create a user, that is syntax for creating an user in Linux is user add options and username. So these all are the options which we can use. Nothing but if you want to change user ID or you want to become a part of group, primary group, home directory, if you want to change the home directory, comment, shell, these all are the options are there, but these all are self-explanatory. Let's create a user first. I'm creating a user called, clear the screen, user add John. I'm creating a user called John, and as I said, whenever we create a user, first it is going to create a home directory. You can see here a home directory has been created for John, and also ID John, if I give, he will have one UID and GID. So for root it is 0 and 0, but for users it starts with 1000. He is a second user because first user we have ec2 minus user, so we got 1001. Even group also same, and he is part of group. Whenever we create a user, by default with the same name one group get creates, and the user added as part of that group. Next thing, again I'm going to create one more user, user add Mark. And if I see again ls, you can see one more directory has been created and ID Mark. If I check, you can see Mark got 1002. Even he got group ID also 1002, and one group has been created. Now he is part of only Mark group. And same thing you can check out under /etc passwd. This is where the entries happens. You can see here John user, and X stands for you haven't set up the password for this user, that is the entry, and 1001 and same thing, and slash home John, this is the user, sorry, this is the home directory, and he got this shell. This is how we can create users. And groups are part of cat/etc group. There is a file called group, and whenever we create any user, by default for the users a group also get created. Now one change I'm going to do, I want to add Mark also in the John group. Mark also in the John group. If that is the case, we are going to use the command called usermod. Usermod is a command to change the usermod is a command to change the existing configuration of a user. Change the existing attributes of the user. And if you see here, to change the group, you need to use the -g option. So -g, I'm going to change the group usermod, and John, I want to add John group. Okay, group name is John, right? This is group name, and I'm adding Mark to John group. Now let's enter, and if I do id Mark, you can see now earlier Mark was only part of only Mark group. Now he is also part of John group. This is how we can add a user to the another group. All right. Now when do we use this command? Usually, if I take an example, during Docker class, during Docker classes, so usually when do we use? During Docker setup, we should add user to the Docker group. So then we are going to use this option. And also we can change the user ID by user home directory by using -d option. Like that we can do. All right, that's all for this lecture. Alright, that's all for this lecture. In next lecture, we are going to set up the password for this user and log in as a user. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.